Denver men's soccer coach Bobby Muuss as his team gets set to take on Oral Roberts, first Summit League game of the season. And coach, you played a very challenging preseason. What's the philosophy behind that?
Just to get as much experience against the best possible teams out there. I think what we want to be is battle tested, and I think we did that here. I tell the guys in our meetings as we're entering the conference, we've been down a man, up a goal, down a goal, tied. We played in overtime games. So hopefully we got good experience going in. We still have a couple more non-conference games that are very good teams, two of them being on the road. But really just if we want to reach our program's goals and the team's goals of doing well in the postseason, we have to try to play some of the best teams around. And, you know, our first 3 or 4 games were against tournament participants from a year ago. So it builds confidence, but it also exposes you at the same time. So you get to learn a lot about yourselves and hopefully be able to fix some things come conference play.
Last year in the Summit League, including the tournament, you went 8-0, outscoring your opponents 22-1. There's a big bullseye on your back now. Do you welcome that challenge, knowing that you're going to get every team's best shot?
Well, I think we got every team's best shot last year in some aspects. I don't think we really snuck up on anybody. You know, when we were announced to the conference, you know, they picked us favorites. You know, I think we have a good group. We're not the same group as last year, and that's what we try to keep telling the guys is Oral Roberts isn't the same team as last year. We're not the same team as last year. But, you know, I like our chances as long as we continue to get better. As I was saying, you know, our goal each year is just to continue to get better and peak at the right times, and we certainly haven't done that. As far as having a bullseye on us, I mean, I'd probably rather have that than the other way around. But at the same time, is we understand that we have to play our very best to beat teams, and if we don't do that, we're going to lose games. And I think we saw that a little bit here in the non-conference schedule. I think is in some games that we felt we walked away from the games thinking that we played really well and our performance was well, as some mistakes costed us, and you know, we just have to continue to learn from that. But you know, we just got to focus on a real good week of training and just give our best effort here on Saturday.
Oral Roberts finished second in the league last season. What do you expect out of Oral Roberts on Saturday?
You know, we watched them play a couple of times this season on video, and I think they're better. You know, and I think they're a different team. We're a different team, and I expect them to come out and it's going to be a battle. It's a war, and the reason I say this is because first week of conference play, the last week of conference play, it's very, very tight. You know, people are playing for their lives now, and tournament seeds to get into the conference tournament, to get a good seed in the conference tournament. So we're not going to take any opponent. You know, we're not going to get too high or too low. You know, as a group, and we're not gonna evaluate anybody the same way. We're gonna just go, and we have the utmost respect for an Oral Roberts team that is a very, very capable team that is off to a pretty good start, and I think that has some confidence right now. So I think it's going to be a pretty good soccer game.
With the Pioneers, Taylor Hunter, senior, he's played every minute of every game. Jordan Schweitzer, a junior, has done so. But Courtney Ford, a freshman, has played every minute of every game. How rare is that, and how did he acquire your trust so early on?
I don't know. No, it's not rare. You know, I think the way, even when we recruit, if you're good enough, you know, we're going to play you if we think that you're going to help the team win. And I think that's the mentality from individual players to our staff. But Courtney he's getting better. Obviously, he's made some young freshman mistakes. Unfortunately, some of those mistakes have cost us goals. But at the same time, some of the things that he's done has won us games too, with some of the intangibles that he brings, with his athleticism, winning balls in the air, blocking shots. And I think with each week, we see him maturing and developing. And obviously, the future is extremely bright for Courtney. And as we have some other really good young center backs, and it's a challenge each and every day with a Scotty DeVos, a Josh Durham, or guys that could step in and play. But Taylor and Courtney have taken ownership of that. But you know, ultimately is getting them as much experience as possible to take over those reins for when Taylor is gone.
Coach, good luck Saturday night in the Summit League opener against Oral Roberts.
Thanks so much.